What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're finally getting back to some reviews, and today we have a special one. We're gonna do it on the AKS 74U, otherwise known as the Krink. Just when I thought I got in the what I have right here is a full Bulgarian parts kit. All Arsenal parts, Arsenal 5.56 barrel from the factory. Got it as a parts kit, and then built it with AK Mario in his shop. So I got the whole process of it being made, which was awesome. But obviously there's a lot of aftermarket parts on here. I'll get into that in a second. Oh, that is loose, that's not good. But essentially what you know from Call of Duty is the AK-74U. AKS-74U is the technically right term, it's the same rifle. And it is known as its nickname, English is hard. You would think it's my first language, but it is. It gets its nickname, the Krinkov, from the Soviet-Afghan War. I know the Afghans used to keep these as trophies. I don't know what Krinkov means or what it translates to, but that was what they would call it. And the Soviets called it the AKS-74U. I think it was developed back in the 70s. It was mostly for vehicle personnel, tankers, people who are in like small confined spaces. Because as you can see, it is a very compact setup. It was slinging away. And then if you can imagine not having a suppressor on it with a muzzle device this big, it's pretty compact. It's going to fit in the tank. I love it. It'll fit in the backpack, in the truck, under the seat, whatnot. Obviously, there's pros and cons to that. But yeah, I know the Spetsnaz used it for a little while, and then it wasn't the most efficient rifle for them, so they started using the Asval instead. So that kind of took over that. But this is still super cool rifle. We still see it all the time today. It's starting to get harder to find these guys. Usually you find them in a parts kit. Like I said, I got this. This was a Bulgarian Arsenal parts kit. Usually the standard round it comes in is a 5.45 by 39. This one is obviously 5.56 by 45. But I got this. I got a stupid deal on it. It was like 3,500. I got two parts kits. One was this, and then I got a Khyber Pass parts kit. But usually you're gonna find a parts kit from Bulgaria on Gunbroker. I checked earlier, it was around $4,000 to $5,000, and then you're gonna have to pay probably around $1,600 to get it built by a professional, maybe $800, around that price range. And then, oh, it's getting dirty. Hold on, what was I saying? Oh, and then they also have, you can find like a fully built Russian Krinkov, and it's gonna run you like 8 to 9 grand on Gunbroker, the last I checked. So these are becoming more rare. A great option, which I would highly recommend, is the Krink series from Palmetto State. They run around 1,200 bucks for a full build, and it's pretty hard to mess up an AK. These things run flawlessly. I mean, this is original parts kit, but PSA does make some good stuff. I've ran a lot of their stuff, but we're gonna tip the boat with it. Don't know what the stock is. I switched it out. I used to have the skeleton triangle folding stock. I like this one, it's a little more comfortable. We have an Arid Mod 1 sling, original grip. I don't know what magazine this is. We have a Cerakote job from Second Caliber, and then we have a Texas Weapons Systems rail, so I could put an optic on here. This is a Novus Precision, forgot, it's like 1-something-87 clone, but basically a clone of the original Russian optic. We have a Streamlight pressure pad. I think this is a BCM foregrip. And then we have a Midwest Industries quad rail, goon tape to keep my wires in place. And then we have our Dead Air Wolverine suppressor. And that's pretty much it. Obviously running some Scorpion ammo, but yeah, I love this thing. It eats everything. It does not fail. The nice thing is that you do not have to give it any upkeep. I asked AK Mario how to clean this, and he whipped out some WD-40 and a toothbrush and kind of went ham in the receiver, and that was it. So I have yet to have a jam. I have yet to have a malfunction. So that's that. So this thing is an absolute beater. It runs awesome. Of course, it is select fire. Here, edit this over. FRT. Yeah, but anyways, let's get to shooting, and then I'll give my final thoughts. I have been running this for a while, so I have a pretty good opinion on it, but let's run some drills with it. Before we start shooting, this does have an FRT. Disclaimer before we start shooting, this is a semi-automatic weapon. It has an FRT in it, but this is still a semi-automatic weapon. Take a couple shots on target. Obviously, let me turn the brightness up. Very accurate at close range. Of course, it's an 8-inch barrel. You don't get very much distance out of it, but it's not meant for that. What is that, like 25 yards? It's not bad, but. All right, conclusive thoughts. I love this rifle. It's absolutely reliable. It needs little to no maintenance. I'm not a huge fan of the optic. It's very crowded. There's like 5 different dots on it, so it kind of crowds your target, especially if you're shooting long range. Like I'm shooting at 25 yards and I could barely see like where this target was behind this. To be fair, the target is very fairly like camouflaged, but it's not even like bright red. Oh yeah, the target's red, this is red, so like it's kind of hard to see. But otherwise it runs great, gets very hot. Suppressor gets extremely hot and it stays hot for a while. Oh, that was the one thing I missed. I do have an adjustable gas block in here. I think it's from K&S Precision, I believe. So basically, or not gas block, piston. So yeah, you pull the piston out and you can basically adjust how much gas it's getting just with your fingers, which is really nice, especially if you're shooting suppressed. This used to be really finicky with ammo after I suppressed it because it was way over gassed. But Mario got it tuned awesome and I haven't had a single issue since. But if you can get your hands on one, I would highly recommend it. I mean, even the PSA ones are great. Pick one of those up. It's a great truck gun. It's fun to have. It looks cool. Everyone wants to shoot it. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Would take this into battle. I don't know about the optic. I'd probably just throw an EOTech on there, but that's that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just fucking rambling at this point. If you want the best targets in the world, go to infinitytargets.com. Let us know what other reviews you want to see. We can get our hands on a bunch of stuff. So I want to start bringing some, not new builds, some stuff you don't get to see too often. If I can get my hands on a corner shot, I will. Israel might take me down, but as long as I can leave with a corner shot, we're good. I don't know if that'll be the next video though. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'm like